Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. So you guys, there has been some fires around us. Quite a few fires, like not too far from us, Butte County, there's a fire. I'm sure everyone's heard about it. It's all over the news that there's so many fires here in California. The wind, luckily, is burning. I mean, not luckily, I wish there was no wind for the firefighters, but right now the wind is blowing away from us towards the north. So the smoke is not coming towards our direction. So, I mean, that's a good thing, but I wish that the fires would just be contained, which would be great, because that is the scariest thing, is to be sleeping at night and to smell smoke. And sometimes when you're in your house and you have the AC on, you don't even smell the smoke, outside. But right now, it has been pretty nice out. Over the weekend, it was so beautiful. It was like 80 degrees, and John and I had all kinds of projects that we wanted to take care of over the weekends, and because it was just so nice. So we worked here in the garden, I worked in here in the garden, and I weed-eated through the garden beds. One of our guys came out to help us, so he took one half, I took the other half, and it was so fast, it was so nice. And so I weed-eated the garden beds because there's so many weeds in the garden beds. I've harvested all the carrots. We have been picking the tomatoes. The harvest is now coming in, so cucumbers, tomatoes. I feel like I have enough to make salsa and maybe stew a few. So that's awesome. But I have been wanting to get rid of these weeds in these garden beds. So there's a couple garden beds, one of them that I didn't have anything planted in it, and it was just so overwhelming with weeds. And then another one where I had the carrots planted in, which I've removed the carrots, and there's a ton of weeds in there. So I went online to look to see if there is a remedy or a solution that I could use to put over the garden beds to combat the weeds without using harsh chemicals. And so I found on it's Martha Stewart's website, I found a recipe for a natural weed killer, and it calls for 1 gallon of vinegar, which we went to Costco and it comes in a package of 2. So I bought this vinegar. I'm not sure what the percentage, it doesn't say anything about percentages. So it just says 1 gallon of vinegar, and this one is at 5% acidity. So I'm going to use this one and we'll see if it works. It asks for a tablespoon of Dawn soap. So I have some Dawn soap. This is some Dawn soap that we just keep outside. I'm going to pour it in there and estimate or guesstimate 1 tablespoon. And then I have some salt in here dissolving. And it says that the salt should be dissolved, 1 cup of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this solution up and try it out and see if this is going to be something that's going to combat the weeds. It says to be careful with the salt content when you're putting it into the garden beds, because that can affect the soil. So I don't know, at the bottom of this jar there's a bunch of granules still. I might not pour that in there. I might just pour the salt water mixture. And then we'll see. And I have this sprayer here that I just got from our local nursery, and I'm going to spray these 2 garden beds, and we're going to see if this actually works. Because if it works, oh my goodness, then that is going to be a game changer for me. Because John wanted to use some weed killer, because we own this commercial landscape company. I don't really want to use weed killer at all in this garden, because we eat this food, and weed killer, I mean, there's just so much toxic things in it. It's like, no. At our commercial properties, they might want that on their properties, but at home I prefer not to use any of that stuff. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. We have our 1 gallon. It doesn't call for any water, so I guess that's a good thing, because then it's non-diluted. It doesn't dilute the vinegar. I hope, you guys, this really works. Let me show you what I'm doing. All right. So last weekend I was supposed to go live, but I didn't. We had my sister came into town, so unfortunately I did not get a chance to go live. But I'm gonna see if we have anything planned this weekend, and if we don't have anything planned this weekend, then I might do another live garden vlog. And see how that goes. So this is the salt. I'm not going to put the granules in there just because I don't want the granules to get clogged up in there. All right, now it calls for a tablespoon of Dawn soap. So let's just guess. Yep. Oops. I think that's about right. Okay. And the Dawn soap, they say it's supposed to make it stick to the weeds. So I hope this works, guys. I hope this works because, oh, let's shake it up. All right. If this works, oh my goodness, this is going to be so exciting. So I did pull all the weeds out. Not pull them, I just weed eated them with the weed eater. And I haven't used this pump thing for so long, so I hope it still works. I just changed the seal on it. So you see. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, so let me pump this thing up and then we'll get started on spraying it on the weeds. All right. So I have it all pumped up. So you pump it up so that way it pushes out all the air and you get some pressure. And then it just says to spray it right onto the weeds here. So I'm just gonna spray it. I don't see any of the new growth. Like I said, I just weed eated this. I don't know if this is gonna work, if I'm gonna have to wait until the weeds start to grow in. But it's all right, we'll try it. All right, so let's just go ahead. I pulled the drip out of the garden bed. And so let's just go ahead and spray these weeds. All right, so that's that. We are done spraying for weeds. I cannot wait to show you the results to see how this turns out, to see if it actually does kill the weeds in the garden beds. And if it does, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so awesome because I cannot wait. But yeah, I need to give you a tour as to how the garden is doing. It is doing so fantastic. I just gotta give you a glimpse of these beans. Look at that. Isn't that so amazing? The Blue Lake beans and the Python beans by Johnny Selected Seeds. One's by one's by, what is it? Lake Valley Seed Company, and the other one is by Johnny Selected Seeds. So that is what is happening in the garden right now. We have so many things growing. Like I said, the harvest is coming in, and I need to run inside and I need to start cleaning and doing things around the house because we've just been, you know, busy. Life is busy. Like, just, I don't know. Our life is just so busy all the time. And the weather, when the weather is nice, all I want to do is work outside. So my inside chores kind of get a little bit relaxed, to say the least. All right, so that is what's happening on the farm. Take care, be safe. We have so many more videos. I have so many more projects that I need to take care of because we need to start working on the house, getting it ready for this wedding. It's just been the past few days, it's just been ridiculously hot in the afternoon and you don't want to come out here. I go to work in the morning and as soon as I come home, I just want to take a nap. I don't even want to work outside at all. By the time I wake up, it's like 7 o'clock and it's time to go back to bed. So it's like, my goodness, I didn't think I was going to sleep the day away on those days. But yeah, it's just your body just shuts down because it's so freaking hot and there's really nothing to do. Nothing to do. It's almost even too hot to swim, to be out in the sun. So that is what's happening in our neck of the woods. I hope they get these fires contained, and you know, I wish them luck. So good luck to all those firefighters, and I hope they make it safe to their families, and I hope they get these fires contained, and I hope that no one else loses their properties, because it's not just homes that people are losing. Animals are being lost as well. All of the wildlife, coyotes, rabbits, you name it. That even these people that have houses out there, they have horses and cattle and, you know, cows and sheep and goats and whatever. And so yeah, all those animals are also, you know, being affected. So I really hope that these fires are getting contained, and Yeah, and they stay safe. All right, so hopefully everyone stay safe, take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next video, and hopefully this weed solution works. All right, so take care, and maybe this weekend I'll post it on my page if I'm going to be doing a live vlog this weekend, a garden vlog, to show you what has been happening on the farm. All right, so take care, be safe, look out for that post, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.